so sorry about the delay, folks. I know it was only 3 minutes, but still. Today is Dragon Age Veilguard. I have played a little bit of this previously.
So there is a new game, continue game rather, but I have not played much of it, and I was using a controller at the time. This time I'm going to be attempting to use
him as Solus.
mouse and keyboard.
Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's got to stop him, and that's where you come in.
Now comes the fun part. Character creation. Now to pick the class. You know what, this time I'm just going to go ahead and do warrior. This is the one I want. Storyteller is basically baby mode. Easy mode. Normal. Hard. Nightmare, and then extreme. Oh, did the game screen not change like it was supposed to? I'm not sure why it was doing that. Here's hoping that once I actually start the game, it actually shows things.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
There we go. I think I fixed it.
Let's try this again. Where's Nevgalis?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Nevgalis is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Nevgalis.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nevgalis is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
What did I have to worry about? You were there watching my back.
Yeah.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Could we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nevgalis and stop Solus.
Okay.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Okay. We will try. Ooh.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, and Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes out,
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages. But their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon. Here they come.
Okay.
That's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the ball.
Venatori cultists! Reinforcements should be here soon!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
I did it too soon. Ha! Got it. Sort of.
More intruders!
brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
We've had run-ins with them in the Morn Watch. They're always hunting for dangerous magic.
Yep, that's them.
I just have to practice more. Might as well.
Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all!
Venatori's.
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev,
Yes, one way
it's
to
so
stop
good
the
to see
enemy.
you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found them a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but they tend to think in straight lines.
We came prepared for a rescue. Looks like you were way ahead of us.
A rescue? You're sweet.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
The level of sass.
So, if we do catch Solus, or the Dreadwolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
We can slide down the line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
I feel that, Varric.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Found an Illuvian. Cool.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
more demons. must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dreadwolf, Ben-Harel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
He never did have that sense of humor, though.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Oh. More debris. Yay. And now slide. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
And so are we.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlathan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power evolved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
The goal wasn't
I
to
thought
watch
the
it, but
demons
that
were
works.
bad back in Mirathas.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Okay.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left light. I want to hurry. Almost there.
Nothing compared to how many will get as Solus finishes his ritual.
Oh boy.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning!
Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
We've got you back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me.
I believe in you, Varric.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Alright, let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
Better talk fast. You can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Ooh.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
And there we go.
Why? Why tear down the veil? Knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but It isn't falling. We need to push it. Right. Together. Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push! Varric! Varric! Oh no, no, no! Nev!
Concussion. And that's the
You
booking.
have no idea what you have done.
Yes, actually I do.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic.
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Alright, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Thanks to me. I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
We stopped you, we'll stop them.
I had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium. My network of mirrors could take me from the lighthouse across the world in moments. Right now, you seem to have neither. Do you intend to knock over the statue during their ritual?
Well, I don't intend to take advice from the elven god of lies.
Quite right.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why tear down the veil? Listen.
No idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you
Hello,
had.
I am
and you
actually doing really
succeeded,
good
by
today.
the way. World isn't
I
drowning
can't
in demons.
be sure that
It
I'm
isn't
going to
over,
stream
though.
for a full
We
4
tracked Solus
hours
and
like I
Faye, but
originally
something else got
planned,
out.
but I
Something-
am definitely
Rook,
able to stream today,
You've
so
got
there's
this.
that.
I've seen your work. I remember your disagreement with senior watchers
By the way,
about how
hello
to handle
to
that
Ophelia.
undead rebellion. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for lyrium potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Thank you.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down.
So far going pretty good.
Led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. A dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt, in theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
I have a rather eclectic collection of games that I like to play. I play things like Dragon Age, Final Fantasy, Minecraft, BioShock, sometimes Call of Duty. Where's the thing? There we go. I also play games like Phasmophobia, trying to think what else I play.
Whoa.
Ooh, pretty.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
In Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah,
Overall,
it's
live streaming.
unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should.
I'm only doing it
but maybe
for
look around a little. We might be here a
a
while.
couple of months as a collective whole recently, but prior to that, it was very heavily on and off for like a year. I'm hoping with time to become more active as a streamer. I appreciate you asking first. I'm not really active in the art community right now. So as much as I would love to see your art eventually someday, right now on a stream is not a good time. I am not sure how to pronounce that username, and I do not want to butcher it, but hello, nothing much. We're just playing a little bit of Dragon Age Veilguard. I'm clearing out the... I apparently missed one. Or did I miss one? My streaming is going really well so far, and I do not hand out my personal Discord to anyone. I had issues with people in the past, unfortunately, that has made it so that I don't hand out any of that sort of stuff anymore. Oh, I see now. Okay. There it is. Learning curve.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
I personally don't need anyone's Discord. I have a preference to, if I know you, I will let you have my Discord, but if I don't know you, I'm not going to give it to you.
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade, or the Veil, or
That's a
some other
fair
in-between
question.
place.
That's
Varric
actually
always
exactly why
hated
I
it,
don't give
though.
up my Discord anymore.
At least this place feels different.
Somebody who was
Maybe
trying to sell me their
safer?
art and ended up trying to scam me instead. So I no longer hand out my Discord, and I don't accept other people's Discords unless I actually know them.
Green? Most of these are dead. Figures. Maybe I'll clear them out. Give me something to do. I hate sitting around. We shouldn't be sitting around. We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
Yeah, I've learned to be a lot more cautious. Giving out any sort of personal or social information. Okay, I don't have access to that yet, so... I do, however, have the option of, if you join my live streams
Figures
often enough,
I swear they're following me. You were
you
right.
can potentially
Strange place you've fallen
join
into,
my social
but I'll work
Discord.
with it. You know me.
Do I?
Like,
I
for
know Varric
example,
wanted you
if
for the
I'm
job.
playing Among
You
Us
know
and
the
you
same
join
about
me
me.
for Among Us,
I made a call that
I
got
do
you
have a social
injured
Discord
right
that
after
you
we
can
met.
join me so that we can be in
I'll
voice
be
chat
fine.
together while
You
we're
trusted me for
playing,
the job, and I delivered. That's what counts.
because I play
If we're
games
stuck in
that are
this,
more social,
let's hope
like
you can
Among
trust me
Us
again.
and Phasmophobia and well, I suppose Minecraft counts as a social game as well. And so to make it easier
We're a team.
to communicate with people,
Is this how fast you trust anyone?
it's
Should I
a
be
social
touched or
specific
worried?
Discord, but you have
take
to
a lot
join
of
my
notes.
streams
What
often
about?
enough for me to allow you on.
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed
I
the
need
game.
proof that the person isn't
And
going to
it's
just
Not much.
join for
I'm
the
sure
sake
Lace
of
would hate to hear
scamming
that,
me,
but one step at a
or
time.
potential others on that server.
Okay, so step one is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers.
That's step two.
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
Okay. So I've talked to Nev, I've talked to Harding. Varric is still asleep. So let's go ahead and summon everyone.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks, we all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream, and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison
Yeah,
in the Fade.
I
Not
don't
happy about
have
that either.
the...
You're sure that wasn't
I
just a
personally
dream?
do not have
It's a
the
reasonable reaction.
Solus
capture
can
card
speak
necessary
with people in their
for
dreams.
live
Even
streaming
kill
my
them.
art right now.
I'm safe on that front.
So I'm personally
I
not
bled
able
a
to do
little when I
that.
got knocked
Plus, I don't feel
Enough that he
comfortable
can gripe
with
with me, but not enough
streaming
that he can
it.
make my head explode.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any
How about we
normal
not
mage
be
would play with your
rude?
mind.
but he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
But it's like, I have a section of my Discord that is dedicated to my art. I also have a separate section that's dedicated to the art of the other people on that server if they choose to share their art. I personally don't feel comfortable sharing my art on a live stream because that runs the risk of, if you don't have a watermark consistently on your art in the background, there's a risk of people potentially trying to steal it or accusing you of stealing other people's art. I've actually had that happen to me. I actually had a live stream that was taken down a couple of years ago on Facebook because I was live streaming my art and somebody said that that's not your art, you're tracing somebody else's. Mind you, the art I was tracing was a hand-drawn piece that I had done myself and was turning it into a digital piece. So yeah, I try to be careful about what I do and don't live stream. It's why I mostly live stream games.
We all know he's not a god, but it's faster than saying ancient elven mage every time we talk about him.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild. Those are...
Elganon and Gillinane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the Veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganon and Gillinane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Also fair. So, spend time researching, immediately take the fight. People die, people don't die. Higher risk of getting hurt, higher risk of beating the enemy easier. Fighter strategist.
If Elganon and Gillinane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind, but this time, if we see a shot, we take it.
Alright. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
Alright then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Also, for the record, the person that got himself removed from my stream, I don't tolerate bullying or harassment of any kind. So, don't be rude. I don't mind if you use foul language. I swear a lot myself. Just don't be rude. Yeah, actually I have. I have all 3 of them on the PC. It's just the first one doesn't like to cooperate with my computer's graphics because it is such an old game
demons waiting on the other side of that
that its graphics are
If it even takes us back to Arlefin.
questionable.
Nev, you sure you're up for this? Don't worry about me.
The level of sass.
Shall we?
She reminds me a lot of
do this.
Morgana. Morrigan. I keep accidentally calling her Morgana because I am used to League of Legends Morgana, who is also a Dark Witch.
It's quiet.
But it's
Well,
Morgan.
isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the
You
gods
and me
really
both.
did get out, they're not
I
here
did
anymore.
try to adjust the graphics, but
Right,
unfortunately,
let's take a look around and see if we can find.
the most I managed to do was make things a little less grainy. Ooh. But hopefully once I figure out how to adjust the graphics so that I can play it functionally, I will try recording playthroughs of the first couple of games.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Elise Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlington?
It's complicated.
Yeah,
can see
sadly it
that.
does.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
I mean, we technically did, sort of.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it?
But
But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade and 2 somethings got pulled out. Or someones, I mean. 2 of the evil elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane.
Mathalanast.
the elven gods of old, the Evan-Urus,
If they truly have returned.
then things just got a whole lot worse.
So Elganon and Gillinane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evan-Urus, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Velara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Velara.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Eolin, alright? I'm fine. You're the best detective in Minrathous. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Valara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, this pretty much is supposed to be, at least from my understanding, the closing act of the Dragon Age games. This is supposed to fill you in on all of the lore.
Strange about this fog.
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
Like, my understanding of this game is that it's meant as a... They purposely left a whole bunch of questions open for the first games leading up to this one. And then this one is meant to fill in all of those gaps while also ending the saga that is the Dragon Age games. Whoops, wrong button. Nice. This is only my second playthrough and I didn't get very far in the first one because I decided I wanted to try live streaming it. So where's the one I'm missing? That's frustrating. That's fine. I'll worry about it later.
Is that suit of armor moving?
Here we go. I know, right? It makes things so much easier to pursue different options.
People! Where'd you come from?
Belora? Belora Luther. Strife and Eolin sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding. Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods, Elganon and Gillinane, have escaped Fen Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though. Like what? The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way,
Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Eolin said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. We can find it and remove it safely. I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat and make sure I'm actually responding to people.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
Okay, so I know those butterflies mean that there is something interesting in the area that they headed in. But I am focusing on story, not collecting things. Well, at least anything that's not out in the open.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Then let's deal with them quick.
Good try. And there we go. Rude.
So what is this artifact we're looking for, exactly?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers,
That'll be
mostly.
something important.
And people
later.
trying to save the world, apparently.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
Are we just supposed to jump across?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Yep, I already found
Got
it.
it. Bring it over here and slot it in.
And there we go! Easy! Huh, that's a great trick!
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Yep. I'm just going to destroy all of the boxes. Oops. Heck yeah.
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead.
Hello. There we go. Now I life, and I dodge.
Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down.
I had that.
Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
I guess that kind of
These
makes
kinds
sense.
of things never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be. I know what the artifact is.
There you go. I don't know what I just did, but that was kind of cool. Not what I meant to do, but also it works.
So what kind of artifact shows up in an armory? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Ancient elves used them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
I hate these things. They make me very uncomfortable.
Mythalinast. Darkspawn.
Time to fight!
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain.
Okay. think that is going to be it for today.
Locked until the magic dissipates.
But I definitely enjoyed my stream, and I appreciate having you guys here. I look forward to seeing you again at my next live stream.